Hello, this is Gary from VR Roundtable again, and this time I'm going to show you a little bit of Gnomes and Goblins, the preview. So this is something that will be coming out in the future, I would imagine, but it's just a quick little demo of what this game is all about. So, we've got the Goblins preview at the moment, so we just like that, then we go to the Goblins. And here we are. The graphics and setting of this little short demo are really impressive. It has a little bit of the blurring problem which I've mentioned before on some of the Unreal type experiences, but in spite of that there's a little bit of shimmering as well in the graphics. But the thing that really impresses me about this little demo is just the level of detail. You've got such an amazing level of detail in this game. I say game, it's really just a little short experience really. So it starts off quite slowly, but you'll start to see some of these little goblins wandering around. Actually, I think if I give him one of these, there's a little fella. Yeah, as I say, this is actually developed by, well, it's a joint venture really with Jon Favreau, the actor and director. He sort of teamed up with a company called WeVR or Weaver. They're the same company actually that made the Blue, and you can really tell because the graphics in this are just as good, if not better, than in the Blue experience. Where's he gone? So this is a similar kind of thing. Do you not want it? But yeah, very similar kind of thing to the Blue. There's limited interaction. It's really just to stand around and have a short, very short experience, a very short story told to you. And the story itself is nothing that really happens in it, but it's more just the setting is the story. And it works so well. I mean, you can imagine a game like The Witcher or something like this. I mean, imagine a VR Witcher game with this level of detail in the setting and just the environment. It'd be incredible, really. There you go. Love that. Got quite low ceilings in here, so I can't reach up too high. So you can look into. I just knocked in something then. That's okay. You can look into these little rooms, the little homes of all these little goblins. What's he doing? Oh, can't quite reach that. This is the problem of having a slightly smaller play area. I'm not going to be able to get that for you, mate. The graphics and atmosphere and just sound really make this an impressive little experience. But all I'm thinking when I'm playing this though is just perhaps, like I say, some kind of RPG with this level of immersion would be great. The only thing that detracts is something that I said at the start really, just the slight blurring and shimmering of the graphics. If we had slightly higher resolution or slightly better anti-aliasing or something like that, I don't know the exact problem, but it's just something about it that it looks slightly smeared. either way, it's still very impressive. See, the interaction is very limited. You can interact with your controllers, but objects don't seem to make a difference. See, this is the part that really impresses me. Just this level of detail inside. It's incredible, really. Can you imagine an RPG game based in this kind of environment, but it's more like an open world? And I think we'll get there one day, but the amount of effort that's just gone into this small scene. Oh, he's had a little plan to get his fruit. There we go. Here he is. Do you want it? Of course you do. There he goes. Now it's going to night time. So I give him an apple, he gives me a bell. It's not a bad trade. Lighting around here as well, just incredible. Here we are. Gone very small. Is that a gift? Okay, so that's really the end of the demo. You can keep ringing this and just go down to the different sections. But yeah, just playing around with the scale like this in this environment, this level of detail, so impressive. It's impressive, but it makes you wish for so much more, really, like a full game with this kind of detail. As I've said, that's really what the future of VR will hopefully bring at some point. There's a section in Vanishing Realms actually where you're standing on wooden bridges, similar to this really, and if you've got a big enough play area you can walk along the bridges like this, sort of step back and then walk along them a section. That's really where you get the most immersion, I would say. And in this, with these graphics, very, very good. I know graphics aren't everything, people say they're not everything, but they can definitely help with immersion in virtual reality, and especially if you can get, when we get to the point where it's high resolution as well, it's going to be no stopping it really. Okay, so that's been Gnomes and Goblins, the little preview demo that came out a while ago, and this has been Gary for VR Roundtable. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.